In this episode, let us see how motorsports is handled in India. Unlike many sports, motorsports has a unique feature of having so much variety that there is one for everyone's adrenaline rush. If you love speed on tarmac, racing is there for you. Speeding on dirt, you have stage rallies. Spend weekends with family members doing some calculation, time, speed, distance rallies, regularity run, love maximum speed minimum distance, drag race, want long and high jumps, supercross, have skill for zigzag, parking in style gymkhana events etc. etc. So you now agree that there is one for everyone's adrenaline rush. India may be one of the few countries which has almost every variety of motorsports happening. The motorsports in India is divided broadly into two categories, namely two-wheelers and four-wheelers. There are various types of two-wheeler disciplines events held in India. They are racing, drag, rallying, rally sprint, dirt track, motocross and supercross, etc. Similarly, there are various types of four-wheeler disciplines events held in India. They are racing, DAG, stage rallying, time speed distance rallying, autocross, gymkhana, karting etc. Karting. Karting or kart racing is a variant of motorsport racing with open-wheel, four-wheeled vehicles known as go-karts. They are usually raced on scaled-down circuits, although some professional kart races are also held on full-size motorsport circuits. Karting is commonly perceived as the stepping stone to the higher ranks of motorsports, with former Formula One champions such as Sebastian Vettel, Nico Rosberg, Ayrton Senna, Lewis Hamilton, Michael Schumacher, Fernando Alonso, and many Indian drivers like Narayan Karthikeyan, Karun Chandak, Arman Ibrahim, Jahan Darawala, Aditya Patel, etc. having begun their careers in karting. There are three karting circuits built to international standards, namely Miko Kartapia in Bengaluru, Miko Chicane in Secunderabad and Kari Motor Speedway, Coimbatore, and at the Madras International Circuit, Chennai.
Circuit racing. Competition held on a closed circuit between two or more automobiles, running at the same time on the same course, in which speed or the distance covered in a given time is the determining factor, is called circuit racing. Example, MotoGP, Formula One etc. In India, we have the MRF-MMSC-FMSCI Indian National Motorcycle Racing Championship in two-wheelers, the MRF-MMSC-FMSCI Indian National Racing Championship and JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championships for four-wheelers, and many other smaller racing events. In India we have both formula cars and saloon cars racing. We have three purpose-built tracks, namely Butte International Circuit at Noida, approved by the FIA as Grade 1, Madras International Circuit at Chennai, approved by FIA as Grade 2, and Kari Motor Speedway at Coimbatore. Stage rally. Competitions held on roads closed to public, where vehicles are flagged off at minutes interval, where speed is the criteria, and the time taken to complete a stage is called a penalty, expressed normally in hours, minutes, seconds and 1/100th of a second. These rallies do include transport or liaison sections, which are run on public roads, where all roads rules are observed, and speed is never the criteria. A winner is the one who has the lowest penalties, road and stage penalties put together. Example, FIA World Rally Championship. In India we have the FMSCI Indian National Rally Championship for four-wheelers, and MRF Maghreb FMSCI Indian National Rally Championship for two-wheelers, and many stage rally events. Cross-country rally. Competition with a total distance between 1,200 and 3,000 kilometers. The length of each selective section, special stage, must be no more than 500 kilometers. Example, Dakar Rally. However, the distance may vary from country to country regulations. In India we have events like Raid to Himalaya, Desert Storm, and Dakshin Dare. TSD Rally. TSD is time, speed, and distance. This is mostly a fun event wherein family and friends are engaged. The idea is to traverse a distance following a tulip, diagrammatic representation. There will be checkpoints, time controls, along the route which is normally undisclosed, and the competitors will have to reach the time controls at their specified time, which is to be calculated using either of the two parameters of time, speed, and distance given. This is one of the most popular club-level events in India. Drag race. Acceleration contest between at least two vehicles racing from a standing start over a straight, precisely measured course in which the first vehicle to cross the finish line, without penalty, achieves the better performance. In India, we have many number of drag racing events across the country and a two-wheeler national drag racing championship. Autocross. Autocross is a timed competition in which drivers navigate one at a time through a defined course on either a sealed or an unsealed surface. It is a form of motorsports that emphasizes safe competition and active participation. A form of motorsport that tests the skill and speed of a driver over a course marked out with traffic cones. A very popular form of motorsports in India, sometimes with two vehicles at the same time with a crossover bridge. There is a national championship for this type of event in India. Slalom, Gymkhana, Motorkhana. Competition held on closed course, where one vehicle at a time runs through pre-established obstacles and where ability and the time achieved are the determining factors. Supercross. A motorcycle race held in a stadium on a dirt track having hairpin turns and high jumps. A competitor who finishes the number of laps within the least possible time is declared the winner.
In the next episode, we will learn about FMSCI competition licenses, its various types and categories, and how to apply for the same.